Today on Studio G, a train collision takes LA by surprise.
And how UNLV students can help the victims of the tragic Chapel Hill shooting. Your news starts right now.
Good afternoon, Las Vegas, and thank you for joining us today on this episode of Studio G. I'm Chelsea Bengal.
And I'm Christy Zarpis.
Yesterday, we told you about 3 men who were arrested for plotting to join the terrorist group ISIS. Today, we bring you an update on this developing story. It is now known that all 3 men have been living in New York. Their plan was to travel to Syria to join to ISIS. Authorities have said if they were not permitted to go to Syria, then their plan would have changed to carry out an attack on the United States. The 3 men were arrested yesterday. 2 of the men are set to appear in court. ISIS has now also seized even more hostages, bringing their total to 262 Assyrian captives.
In other news, at least 1 person has been injured after a suicide bomber aimed to target a Turkish vehicle near the Iran embassy. The blast took place outside the gates of the embassy. It is the first known attack on a Turkish target in the Afghan capital. The Taliban claimed responsibility for the blast via text message. The Afghan government hopes to talk about making peace with the Taliban's leadership in the near future.
A judge has granted motion to lift Viking running back Adrian Peterson's suspension from the NFL. Peterson pleaded no contest to reckless assault on his son. Peterson and the NFL Players Association argued the NFL Commissioner, Roger Goodell, was wrong to apply a new policy to Peterson that was committed before that policy was put into place. Judge Dottie agreed. This means that Peterson will be reinstated to the Vikings.
The events at Chapel Hill have been affecting the nation since that fateful day earlier this month. However, it has been also inspiring some people to make a difference. Ezra Malha has the story.
After more than 2 weeks of the deadly shooting at Chapel Hill, many are still giving tribute to the 3 students killed in the tragic event. Dia Barakat, Yusur, and Razan Abu Salha were found shot and killed in their apartments in Chapel Hill, February 10th. Dia and Yusur got married on December 27th of 2014. They died together only a few months after. The loss of the 3 Muslims was devastating, not just to their community, but to the nation. Many vigils were held all over the U.S. 3 days after the shootings, the UNLV Muslim Student Association held an open vigil to commemorate their lives. Dia, Razan, and Yusur were only known as selfless individuals who volunteered and helped supplying food and free dental supplies to those in need. In honor to continue their legacy, the UNLV Muslim Student Association started a food drive where all collected donations will be given out on behalf of their names. Iyad Abbas, president of the UNLV MSA, explains the importance of this food drive.
I believe with every bad thing there is a good thing, and I believe that if we carry on these 3 individuals' legacy, only good to come out of it.
The drive started this week and will end on March 6th. For more information, you can visit their Facebook event page at Las Vegas-Feed Their Legacy Food Drive.
Boxes for the food drive are located in the residence halls, Honors College, SRWC, and the Student Union.
The California Metrolink collided with an abandoned pickup truck early on Tuesday morning, injuring nearly 30 people. The train was heading towards Los Angeles before coming into contact with a tractor-trailer. Police have identified the possible owner of the truck as a 54-year-old male from Arizona. However, no information has been released confirming the allegation. The train had 51 passengers aboard, leaving 21 with minor injuries and 4 in critical condition.
For the immediate response of the Oxnard Fire Department, the Oxnard Police Department, and supporting agencies,
there could have possibly been more casualties.
We had a total of 50 patients involved in this incident this morning. Of those, 28 patients were transported to our 5 of our area hospitals. Various injuries include spinal injuries, multiple fractures, head injuries, pulmonary contusions, neck and back injuries, and various other injuries.
Switch audio, roll C, take C, cue talent.
This was not the first train accident in the area, as there have been 6 collisions in the last 7 years. But it still left passengers in fear for their lives.
Roll D, switch audio, take C.
So I got on the pole and was sort of flipping on the pole like a flag, asking the guy across from me, are you okay? Finally, the lights went out, and it just seemed like slow motion. It seemed like it took forever. We were doing about 60 miles an hour at the time. The gates were down. Engineer definitely used the brake, had the emergency brake set already. We were slowing down as we hit him.
Switch audio, take 1, cue talent.
According to NTSB board member Robert Sumwalt, about 2,500 train accidents occur each year, and about 250 of those are fatal. I've never been on a train before, but that doesn't really show me that I should now.
Yeah, I definitely would kind of avoid trains after seeing that one. But that food drive looks like a great way to commemorate those people that lost their lives.
Exactly.
Are you thinking about donating maybe?
Definitely. I love how the UNLV community came together and, worked on something that benefited, just not the UNLV community, but, the whole community in general.
What a great way to honor them.
Coming up
after the break, Monica Medrano brings you national news.
Roll C, switch audio,
My show is Rock on Rebel. All kinds of rock music, from UCVC to Fall Boys. This song that has guitars or classified as rock, and I'm happy with it. I just generally say hi to people and tell them what they're listening to and what they're going to be listening to. It's really cool. I didn't actually think I'd ever have this happen. So. Hi, my name is Haley Rogers, and my show is called Rock on Rebel. It's on 91.5 KUNV, Rebel HD2, and online at rebelhd2.com.
I really like dance club stuff, and football is like my favorite. We take kids on hikes, we take them to the French Reserve, we take them on career exploration trips. So they're going everywhere in our city and our community to see what is out there for them. What we want for the kids in our programs is the same you would want for your own kids. To learn more about the program,
roll B, switch audio.
Joining the student organization can enhance and redefine the UNLV college experience. UNLV has over 200 registered student organizations on campus and in the Las Vegas community, encompassing a variety of interests, activities, and beliefs among the student body. To explore, access, and join the student organization, visit the Involvement Center website under my.unlv.edu. Be a rebel. Get involved.
Switch audio, take 5, cue talent.
welcome back from the break. My name is Monica Medrano, and I'm here to bring you your national news. The Keystone Pipeline remains in limbo with President Obama's veto on Tuesday. Originally proposed 6 years ago, the pipeline plan requires a federal permit to cross international boundaries, connecting Canada's tar sands and Texas refineries. Republicans are arguing that the project would generate jobs and decrease America's dependence on foreign oil. But Democrats say it is simply too much of an environmental hazard. The president's veto will send the bill back up to Congress for further revising. Shoppers at the famed Mall of America are experiencing heightened security measures after the weekend's online terror threats by terror group Al-Shabaab. Senator Klobuchar says this isn't the first time Al-Shabaab has targeted the Minnesota community, but that everyone should remain vigilant.
I think we've heard Homeland Security secretaries in the past say that people should be vigilant everywhere. They want to hear reports. I'm sure he would say it about other malls as well, whether they're named by this terrorist group or not. I think the point of this is that people always need to be vigilant, but they made it very clear that people should feel comfortable going to the mall.
These terroristic threats emphasize exactly why passing the Department of Homeland Security budget is so crucial. Funding will expire tomorrow if lawmakers cannot reach a deal. The only thing Republicans and Democrats agree upon is that the funding needs to be reauthorized. The House passed a bill that holds back funding for Obama's executive action on immigration, which Republicans oppose. The Senate has attempted to pass that legislation 4 different times, but it has fallen short of the 60 votes required. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell plans to introduce a bill separating overall DHS funding from the Immigration Reform Fund. This action would hopefully keep the DHS from shutting down.
Unless Congress acts, 1 week from now, more than 100,000 DHS employees, Border Patrol, port inspectors, TSA agents will show up to work without getting paid. Now, they all work in your states. These are folks who, if they don't have a paycheck, are not going to be able to spend that money in your states. It will have a direct impact on your economy, and it will have a direct impact on America's national security, because their hard work helps to keep us safe. And as governors, you know that we can't afford to play politics with our national security.
That's all the news from around the nation. Now let's go back to the studio with Chelsea and Christy. Thank you, Monica. Los Angeles outfielder Josh Hamilton suffered a drug and alcohol relapse. Hamilton has a well-documented history of substance abuse dating back to his days in the minor league. The Angels confirmed that he met with MLB officials in New York yesterday to offer a disciplinary issue, but offered no specifics as to the nature of any offense.
The school by an eel returned to UNLV this year. Melissa Stein tells us more.
Think of the cranium. Does artwork come to mind? The Skull Biennial presents the work of over 40 artists in its 3rd edition.
It's really interesting. I like seeing all the different mediums and formats. There's just a lot of really neat stuff going on.
Their work reflects folklore, religion, science, science fiction, medicine, pop culture, erotica, and themes taboo. Artist Aaron Shepard's piece, Choking It Out, is one of the exhibit's favorites.
So this piece, and then thinking about the title, Choking It Out, I wanted it to relate to, I've been doing a lot of reading too, and so that's where my headspace is, like kind of death and sex, relating that with this show.
This annual exhibit will be back for its 4th year at the Donna Beam Fine Art Gallery at UNLV. For Studio G, I'm Melissa Stein.
This annual art exhibit will return next year. For more information about this event, visit unlv.edu/Donna Beam Gallery.
Las Vegas got a surprise earlier when this week came snow our way. Dina Banning is here to tell you about this unpredictable Las Vegas weather.
A blast of social media for snow pics from the community. This is what we got. Vegas was hit with snow Monday morning, and as you can see, the white powder didn't go to waste. But the fun isn't over yet. Flurries are still expected in Lee Canyon and Kyle Canyon all weekend long. It's a perfect opportunity to take the kids up the mountains for some hot chocolate and some snow sledding fun. Today's high in the city is 68 degrees and low is 46 degrees, while Mount Charleston's high is 40 degrees and low is 25 degrees. The week will continue to be mild, but watch out for showers this weekend.
Snow every once in a while is always a nice surprise. Hopefully we'll be getting more of it soon.
Well, it's safe to say that Las Vegas has some crazy weather.
I was so looking forward to all the good weather we had, and then I had to bust out my coat again, and I don't know what happened. Mother Nature is one force to be reckoned with.
You never know when to wear some shorts or get your coat.
I just always leave a coat in the car, and that's the best solution in Vegas, I say.
Good point. Coming up after the break, Becca Dimick sits down with Mackelty Brown of the TLC show Sister Wives. You don't want to miss this.
Participation in great fraternity and sorority life at UNLV will provide an experience like no other, with benefits including support of friends, leadership and career opportunities, and community service.
We go to UNLV is really great. Good way to network.
We got academics and we're about that. So we put everything all around, and we're around here to kind of get our stuff, try to make it better, and make it all better all together.
I love being a part of KUNB-HCQ. I think it's unique for you to create your own show, plan your ideas, and actually like execute it, and it's interesting.
How to work the soundboard, how to use the microphone, how to advertise my show.
It's cool to see the reactions that people have when they do find out that there is something like that going on. How often can you say you're a college student and you have your own talk show already?
If you keep listening to KUNB, you will be informed. And that's most important to us, is that you guys stay informed.
Take 2, Cute Talent.
Welcome back to Studio G. I'm sitting here with Mykelti Brown of the television show Sister Wives. Thanks for being here today, Mykelti.
Thank you.
So, you guys just started your 5th season on TLC?
Yes.
Okay. So, you've been in Vegas for how many years?
We've been in Vegas for 5 years.
And you went to high school here?
I went to high school at Centennial here for 2 years, and then the College of Southern Nevada high school program for 2 years.
Okay. And now you're at UNLV?
And now I'm currently at UNLV.
Okay. So you went to the College of Southern Nevada High School for 2 years. So you're 18 years old?
I'm 18 years old.
And
I'm a junior.
You're a junior. Okay. So you
just had a lot.
You have a lot done so far. You're almost done.
Almost graduated.
That's really cool. So you have 2 other siblings that go to UNLV as well?
I have my older brother Logan and my older sister Aspen.
Okay. Cool. So, since your move to Vegas, has it been like a hard adjustment for you?
At the first, it was kind of a hard adjustment. We had to leave our friends. We left our school in the middle of the semester. We left all of our family. We had to leave literally everything. So it was hard at first, but then we started getting involved in school and after school activities. And after the first year, it's been incredible since.
When you came here, you were already in high school, or were you just starting high school?
I was, when I came here, I started my 2nd semester of my freshman year in high school.
Oh, so you guys moved like in the middle of the school year?
Mm-hmm.
That can be hard for kids, just alternating between like just up and moving in the middle of the night.
It was actually really difficult because especially since it was literally in the middle of the night. We didn't even say goodbye to friends, family, anybody. Nobody knew we were leaving. We didn't even get to pack all our stuff. We literally left in the middle of the night.
You didn't get to say goodbye to friends or family?
Mm-mm.
No. When you guys got here, did people kind of recognize you? Or?
Not at first. At first, it took some time, but then people started to realize, oh, they're in Vegas, especially once the season aired, and it showed everybody that we were in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
People started like, oh, they're in Vegas, let's look for them. And then people started to kind of recognize us more and know who we were more.
That's really interesting. What has the filming experience been like on your family life?
It's been incredible. I've loved being able to film. I've loved the experience of it. We've been able to do so many things. We've been able to go so many places where it would have never been possible. It's been incredible.
So you think you guys are the same on and off camera, like nothing's different?
We're the exact same on and off camera. The conversation is the same. Our personalities are the same. It's complete 100% reality.
Really? I love that. Okay. That's because sometimes people worry, I wonder, just how real reality TV is.
No, we're definitely not real. We're definitely not crazy, loud, obnoxious, yes.
So, how often, are you living on campus?
I'm not living on campus. I live in an apartment with my sister, Aspen.
Okay, cool. So how often, since you're not living at home, how often do you see your family now?
I usually go home once a week to every other week.
Okay. For family dinner?
For family dinner, to spend the night, to hang out, to just relax and see everybody again. I miss them so much all the time. So just to kind of relax and go there.
It's a good time. Family time is important for sure. How do you feel about Sister Wives? Do you feel like it's something you would have in your personal life once you're at that stage?
Currently, right now, I kind of want to fall in love, and then I want to decide that with my husband. I want to decide that a little bit later. Right now, I think that definitely I could practice plural marriage, but I could also do monogamy. But I'm not really sure right now. But I just kind of want to fall in love and see where it takes me.
So you're open to the idea.
I'm very open to the idea.
Very open. Wow. So I love that that's something that you are like, yeah, I mean, whichever way it happens, however it ends up. Since you've moved out and things like that, do you ever like miss the religious aspect of it? Like, because you said you go home like once a week, once every other week.
I do miss the religious aspect a lot. I miss being able to go to church and hang out with people that are inside my church and understand the religion and live for me as well. But every week when I go home, it's usually on a Sunday and it's usually for church. So I still get my religious aspect out as much as I would like, but I still get it.
Okay, cool. What is your major here?
I'm a triple major at UNLV. I'm a major in business, entrepreneur, French, and history.
Wow. Okay. That's a lot of work, and for only being 18, it's a lot of work. I mean, yeah, like just one major for me is almost too much. Thank you so much for coming in today, and you guys can see Mykelti and the rest of her family on Sister Wives on TLC, and that's all the time we have for today. So we'll be right back after this short break.
I think it's unique for you to create your own show, plan your ideas, and actually like execute it, and it's interesting.
How to work the soundboard, how to use the microphone, how to advertise my show.
It's cool to see the reactions that people have when they do find out that there is something like that going on. How often can you say you're a college student and you have your own talk show already?
If you keep listening to KUNV, you will be informed. And that's most important to us, is that you guys stay informed.
Show as it first starts to play, we talk about all the key topics, so comics, anime, video games, movies. If it's something that people find obsessed over, and just talk about it. I want the listeners to get a sense that you're listening to their friends talking about their favorite stuff, their fellow geeks, or people that share the same interest as you. Maybe you see it in their perspective of something you never saw before. I'm your host, Special Player One. Join me every week for your dose of geek talk, which you chose necessary.
A vacant lot in Wyoming will become home to one of the world's first vertical farms. A unique conveyor belt design will allow a 3-story greenhouse to work efficiently. This new way of farming will bring jobs and fresh produce to the Jackson community.
Arrows flying everywhere. Archery fans flock to Las Vegas. Reporter Mandy Massa got a chance to see what's hot in Hollywood sport is all about.
Once a year, Las Vegas visitors and residents get the chance to experience all that archery has to offer. The Vegas Shoot is held annually at the South Point Arena and is currently in its 15th year.
The show has been great. There's a constant flow of people. The great thing about the Vegas Shoot is that everyone is here to have fun.
The competition offers the world's largest indoor purse, with a projected payout of over $275,000 in cash and prizes.
This is in fact the Super Bowl of the archery world. Las Vegas tournament is kind of the pinnacle of all the indoor archery. I mean, this is kind of the largest indoor tournament in the world.
And it's much more than just a competition.
In addition to being the largest and most prestigious archery competition in the world, the vendor show also allows fans and competitors a way to get in on the action.
We were just like two kids in a cane store running around the trade show, freaking out at all the cool archery gadgets.
Vendors come from all over the world to showcase their products to competitors and fans, young and old. The Vegas Shoot now allows archers to compete at 15 years old.
A lot of our stuff is hands-on, and it's the items that they actually need to get a feel for, see if it's going to work for them. So we provide that at events like this.
Archery and its fan base are growing, possibly due to the popularity of Hollywood productions such as The Hunger Games and Game of Thrones.
Archery is really becoming very popular. It's been in a lot of the movies lately.
I think, especially with the media attention in the past couple of years, We've seen a decent increase.
Fans are hoping to get a glimpse of their favorite archers.
It's amazing to be surrounded by so many amazing archers all the time. You're just walking, you see amazing professional shooters all around you.
And the vendors are hoping their bows win competitions.
We're hoping that one of our products wins the men's champion fight. We just won the women's.
While bow manufacturers may take home bragging rights, the winners of both men's and women's competitions take home around $30,000 each.
This is the one that the top professionals, men and women, want to win.
Reporting for Studio G, I'm Mandy Massa.
If you ever want to see if you could measure up to Katniss Everdeen, save the world like Hawkeye, or survive a zombie apocalypse as long as Daryl Dixon has, Las Vegas is home to multiple archery festivals.
Wow. Learning how to do that would be amazing. Measuring up to Katniss, I can see it.
I mean, I'm just saying, if Daryl dies, kill me too. He is one hunk of an archer.
I think they'll lose, most of their, audience base if he were to. I think that he's the second, highest cast member.
Archery is a big part in The Walking Dead. I think it'd be very useful in a zombie apocalypse. I think we should all learn how to become great archers in case of an outbreak.
You would definitely learn if he was your teacher, right?
Oh, I don't think so.
You would be the first to...
No learning would occur there.
But you would sign up.
I would be first in line.
You'd be first in line, and you'd say, can I get your autograph?
It might get a little creepy. I love him a little too much.
He'd probably show you, and you'd just be staring at him. You'd just stare at him, and then it wouldn't be that good. But my main person of archery is Katniss.
Who is that?
Katniss Everdeen on Hunger Games.
Oh, I've never seen Hunger Games. But to be a pop culture downer, I like zombies, not
but her skill brought her through the games. I don't know if you knew the concept of Hunger Games, but it was basically just to live through this crazy war against kids. So she had to take her
against kids. Yeah, they had to kill themselves. It just sounded like a horrible time. I don't want to live in the hunger. I'm not a hungry person. I'm always full. So Hunger Games, just no. Not a hungry person. Thanks for tuning in, though, to today's show.
I'm Chelsea Dingle, and be sure to join us tomorrow for our live magazine show with Andre Wallace. Have a great day, Las Vegas.
Kill the audio. Take one. Yep, DD2, roll them. Yes. We're going to let them roll for a minute. Tell them they got to sit there for a minute.
You guys have to sit there for a minute. You guys have to sit here for a minute. You guys start doing archer shots.
Welcome to high definition.
You do it, Chelsea.
No.
No.
Because there's still that Studio G at the end that has to come all the way up by itself. Then I just won't kill. I won't fade to black until 28:30.
You guys are still on. We're drawing out time.
Cameras, hold still.
I
Okay, ready for that? Don't take it. Just ready it. Just ready.
Oh, take it.
And fade to black.
Okay. All right, we're clear. Okay, we're trying to record.